My basement may not be finished, but let's go on a tour anyway. Hello guys, how are you today? My name is David Franco and welcome to my basement tour. Now going into this video, I have to make something very clear. I mean, this is kind of common sense, but I'm gonna say it anyway. My basement is far from done. But compared to my previous tour video, which was my house tour, my entire house tour, a lot has certainly changed. So I figured for today's video, why not take you on a very simple tour with, of course, an extended tour planned for the future. Let's begin. Hello, Maui. What you doing? Now, the first thing you may have noticed in my intro is this child lock. I don't have kids, thank God. I only have a cat, and that's fine with me. But yeah, eventually this will be coming off. Anyway, let's go into the basement. I don't have a light right here, which is kind of odd. So hopefully I can add that at some point in the near future. Ignore all these boxes, obviously it's a work in progress. Lots of furniture, lots of building I've been doing. So here we go. All the lights are on. Let's begin. So coming down the steps and immediately turning right, you see this. This is my chill bag, which I love. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love doing that? It's just great. And it's really nice to actually have room for this, because if you guys have been watching me for a little while now, you might recall when I got this chill bag over 2 years ago, my old house was so much smaller, and this thing would take up so much space. But the fact that I have this full-size basement, it's pretty much a godsend. Okay. So yeah, there's the chill bag. Clearly Maui's been exploring, he knocked this down. Here is my newest addition to the basement. My bookcase. I just built it last week. You know what? No matter how hard you try, video games and movies are always going to fall eventually. I have to get like some of those bookends. But there you go. There's a start. Of course, I'm going to put more stuff up here to have more visual weights. Now, this is my retro section of the basement, I'm calling it. Eventually, I'm going to have my Samsung TV mounted. And eventually, at some point in the future, I'm going to get a new 65-inch TV to put right here. Probably not even wall-mounted at that point, just put it on top of the furniture. And have pretty much all of my old stuff connected. This goes for my Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, Sega Saturn, even maybe my PlayStation TV, I think it was called. You know, that thing that allowed you to play PlayStation video games on your TV. Which I barely used, but the concept was okay. But anyway, the point is, it's going to be really cool playing games right here with plenty of room without getting in the way of my modern day consoles, which I'll talk about in a bit. So yeah, obviously I have quite a ways to go. This isn't even close to being done. Also, I do have my cable connection right here for my Xfinity cable box. And honestly, it belongs over here because in my eyes, cable is archaic technology, so it belongs over here and not over there. And at some point, I will be getting a soundbar. I do not currently have a coffee table right here, which might be okay. I have this little end table. Honestly, most of my viewing entertainment will be over here, so it is what it is. And plus, it's really, really nice having all this space for games like Samba de Amigo, Dance Dance Revolution, House of the Dead, you know, with the light guns. Guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just going to take a little while to get there. So for now, just pretend the setup is there and pretend it's amazing. Eventually, I'll come back to this. And behind me, yeah, kind of an ugly couch. But guys, you know what? The previous owners of this house left it for me. It's a free couch. And, well, this is just a couch cover. I'm actually really glad it's a couch cover because blue with white on a couch, in my opinion, it's kind of ugly. So, hey, it's a free couch. Not going to argue. Shout out to my dude, Danny Minnick. He actually sent me this a while ago, along with another one. But I just put one there because, one, I figured it looks good. And two, it's blocking an access hole in my wall. And you can say it's doing a great job because I came down here and it was knocked down by a certain someone, starting with M and ending with Owie. Love that cat though, I do. So going over here, you'll notice I do have some rear speakers right there and rear speaker stands. Not currently using them because, well, you'll quickly notice I do not have full surround sound connected yet. As of today, I have 3.2 surround sound. Not even surround sound. Let's just say 3.2 sound. Kind of a weird number if you ask me. But guys, you know what? it sounds great. Eventually, I will get better rear speakers. I'm not even going to bother hooking those up because I've had those for years. Like, I've had those for years upon years, and honestly, it's about time I treat myself to some decent quality rear speakers. So eventually, when that time comes, I'll obviously put one right here and the other one over here. This is not meant to be a walkway, so this actually works out kind of perfectly. You walk around the couch here, got a coffee table, my Samsung 65-inch TV, 2 Polk Audio tower speakers, 2 12-inch Polk Audio subwoofers, center channel Polk Audio. You notice a trend there. Onkyo receiver. Behind these glass doors, my Xbox One X, along with a bunch of accessories, purposely put in this black thing so it blends in well with the entertainment stand. I just got this, and I had to refasten this little piece. And on the right side, PlayStation 4 Pro with nothing on the bottom. In the middle, controllers on their chargers, PlayStation VR headsets, PlayStation Move controllers, which is pretty cool. Newest Apple TV, love it. Turntable, don't use it that often, but hopefully I'll be using it more often soon. That sounded like terrible English, but you guys know what I mean. Oh, and of course, the PlayStation camera. I thought about connecting my Xbox Connect, but I just don't see myself using it. So it is what it is, and I got some vinyl over there and some vinyl over here. Actually, let me turn this on. I love the Apple TV down here. It looks incredible. Give it a second. Everything's processing. Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep. There you go. It's really nice to watch Twitch streams down here and Netflix and Plex and whatever. I love it. But of course, it's not done yet. It's not done. And I have this motorized chair. It's a very old chair, so it doesn't look the best. But yep, you heard me right. Motorized. It's not plugged in right now. Gotta find the power cable. It's somewhere in my packing boxes. But eventually, when it is connected, this is gonna be quite comfortable to sit in. And yeah, you probably noticed already, my AC unit and the ductwork is exposed. That's not a big deal. It's whatever. This, I think I'm going to block with some kind of bifold screen or trifold. Just something that hides it away. Thankfully, it's a great system. It's Train. And according to my house inspector that came months ago, he said Train is one of the best brands that you can get. Which made me happy because you know me, I'm kind of a brand snob. So yeah, in other words, it's well built and it's actually very quiet. It barely makes any audible noise, especially when watching TV or something. But still, with that said, for aesthetic reasons, just to make things look better, at some point I will be putting some kind of folding screen here just to hide it away. Why not? Over here, yes, I actually have a full fireplace hookup. It's just a matter of actually getting a fireplace, which I will get at some point, maybe this year. It's not a priority, but for now, maybe I can put something else here. This corner will eventually be... Actually, no, this section of the basement will eventually be a popcorn machine. Yes, I'm quite excited about that. And over here, I'm thinking about getting a second one of these and basically moving all those modern games over to this corner. And then this shelf will eventually hold like Dreamcast games, N64 games, Sega Saturn games, all that stuff. But again, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And eventually at some point, while this overhead lighting is great, it's recessed lighting, which I love, I would like something with more control. So probably in about a month's time, I'm going to order a bunch of lamps with smart bulbs. Probably those flux bulbs I love. And I'll have maybe 5 or 6 lamps scattered throughout the basement. And in theory, I can control all of them at once using my Flux app. And especially with Siri and Alexa and Google Home supports, that could be pretty cool. Pretty cool. So of course, when that happens, I will update you guys. Here is a chalkboard in my basement. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool. So at some point, I'm going to completely wash this down and have a clean start. It did say God is in control, but my friends Chris and Tiff's daughter, Penny, well, that's her name, so I think Tiff wrote it at some point. Penny is in control, which is pretty cool. This is not my creation. This is from the previous owners. I'll erase it. Now, Maui temporarily has his own room. Yes, my cat has his own room because this house is bigger than what I need at the moment, so I wasn't sure what to do with this room. So for now, it's Maui's room. And well, he's liking it. And yes, he does have another litter box upstairs. So at some point, I'm saying that a lot in this video, but it's the truth because obviously I want to make a ton of changes to this house. At some point, I'm thinking about making this the exercise room. Also, I do have a potential sponsor lined up with one of those like biking equipments built with like an iPad stand or like a notebook top. I don't know. But basically, they're trying to mix technology with exercising, which could be perfect for me. Because come on, let's face it. Ever since I moved here, not here, but my old house, I put on a few pounds with the whole Sheets diet, the Rudders diet. Do I regret it? Not really. I'm happy. It's not killing me. But I could definitely look better, and I'm looking to be in better shape in the coming months. So that will definitely make a difference. Hey, as long as you put something in front of me, like a TV, Netflix, whatever, I don't mind exercising. I will walk in place, I'll run in place, I'll bike in place. I don't care. It honestly doesn't bother me. Just give me entertainment, and I'm good to go. But that's going to happen at some point. And wrapping around here, this is a very old desk that was in Maui's room. It was right over here in this corner, and it was just a terrible, terrible, terrible looking desk. And I usually have no problem taking things apart, but this thing is a beast. I've done as much as I could. I took all the screws out. Pretty sure a lot of it is nailed on the inside where I can't get access to it, and super glued. So in other words, I'm literally gonna have to take a sledgehammer or some kind of electric saw and just bash this thing open. Hey, if anything, it can make for some interesting footage, and eventually when that happens, I'll be sure to put in whatever vlog is happening at the time, whether it's the weekend vlog or patrons only vlog. You guys will see it. So when that desk does eventually get out of here, it's gonna free up plenty of room for this. Yes, I actually have a bar area. It's gonna look much better than it does now. Eventually, I'm gonna like neon signs up. I have a dartboard I'm gonna hang up over here probably. I have a drinking game with like shots where the bottle cap goes down. It's just gonna be really cool. Over here, I have a bunch of old games and 64 games and all that stuff, which will eventually, again, go over there. And there's my bar area. Washer and dryer. Love these things. They work perfectly. Water heater, it's working great. I do have storage right here, which I don't really use as storage, honestly, for anything that important. Just a couple boxes and totes and whatever. Also, I forgot to show you, the basement has storage too. This is where I keep my Christmas stuff. So, there you go. And we do have more storage over here. This house is filled with storage, by the way. Right here. I'm not really using it for much right now, but you know what? It's good to have, guys. It's good to have because I am all about keeping things clean and organized. So there's my basement. Definitely a lot of room, which is really, really cool. It's just I'm not done yet, so I don't really use the basement as much as I should. But eventually, once I get the lights on here and the popcorn machine and likely another Keurig, I say another one because I just put a Keurig K Elite upstairs in my gaming room, and eventually, yes, I will be doing a tour of that. If you guys want to see a tour of that soon, let me know, and I'll do that as soon as possible. And at some point, I'll do like a mini fridge and all that stuff. Basically, everything I put up in my gaming room, I also want to put down here because I want to make Keurig, make Keurig, that makes sense, make coffee. Yeah, basically have all that within an immediate reaching area. So the only thing my basement doesn't have is a bathroom, which, yeah, it would have been nice, but guys, I'm not a complainer. I'm just fortunate and grateful enough to have a basement of this size all to myself with a ton of possibilities. This basement alone is bigger than my last house. So I think that says a lot. So guys, I'm done. If you have any questions or feedback regarding, God, I love this, regarding my basement, please let me know right below. Of course, I still have a lot to do, especially this. If you guys have any particular receiver models that work with modern consoles and older video game consoles, let me know. I found one from, I think it was Marantz, but it was like $500. I'm not going to spend that much on something that's not going to be used that often. I mean, of course, I'll be down here occasionally playing like games like Crazy Taxi and Samba de Amigo and whatever. But my primary focus will be my newer setup with my 65-inch TV and surround sound and all that stuff. So guys, what do you think? Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Why don't we feel for each other?